Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mechamac. This is Let's Play Trails of... wait, no, I can't remember the name of the game now. Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky? Sounds about right. Hurry up and come on! Wait for me, Luke! Oh, it's you two. Oh great, it's Liz Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp, what's with the "oh great, it's Estelle" remark? What's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business? Truly, a very mature comment. I wonder how Estelle will reply in an equally mature manner. Quit acting like you're a bracer you wanna be. Tisk. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in Liberal than the milk that comes from Purcell Farm. What? No way! You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, just a few minutes ago we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers! More like braces in training, really. Don't you think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle? Now a high pony, on the other hand. Quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. Passive aggressiveness. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can accept Joshua becoming a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle... You kind of have an age difference to work out. What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even become a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allowed. And that means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You'd better watch out, Estelle! I'm going to train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm going to be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. That boy Luke, he's always trying to pick a fight with me. I wonder if he just plain hates me or something. Or rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it, it's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke said when he said secret base? I don't know why, but it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. Secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring sometimes. Well, that's certainly something Estelle has. That's not really what I meant by curious. Okay, step 1 is go to the item shop immediately. Because we do actually need to buy this. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. What are you in the market for today? A new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stragers. Unbelievable. We've already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not supposed to shop. We're supposed to be buying a new copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Right, because I had to reset a lot of progress, I didn't come in here because I was in a rush. So, we're getting this scene again. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid the new Stragers just aren't out yet. I do, however, have some copies of the Liberal News in, if that's what you're after. Alright, I'll take one copy then. That comes to 100 mirror, please. Liberal News issue 1. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent reporter and camera woman who have done a great job of reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. Well, enough about that. Why don't you tell me about how you did today? Did you make it as bracers? Today was your last day of training, wasn't it? Yep, everything went smoothly too. But how'd you know about all that, Mr. Rinnan? In a certain sense, both you and Joshua are like celebrities here in Rolent. I tend to hear a lot from customers coming through here. I shouldn't have expected anything less from Rolent. The grapevine around here is seriously something to be reckoned with. No kidding, the women here especially love to gossip. One more thing before you go. This is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. Ah, this again. What's this supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you limit yourself to just healing bombs all the time, it's going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength, I skipped before I finished reading that. Whoops. Assuming you have all the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it and you'll have plenty of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle. Eat your hamburgers, Apollo. Well, I've made it a personal rule to never turn down sweets. And apparently eating something tells us how to make it. Basically all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. As you're travelling about, you should eat whatever food you can come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. Oh, that sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking at all, it's just that I never seem to get any better. Sure, I'll love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs. You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Rinnan. Thanks for the recipe book, we'll put it to good use. Eating the recommended dish or using to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. Selecting the recipe book or learned recipes will be displayed. As the necessary ingredients are available, food can be made. There are two types of food. Sit-down meals need to be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. I don't feel you needed to elaborate that much. Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at a store or acquired from monsters. Alright, I want to see what the shop has. We have food, we have usable items. Nothing really interesting. Now, it would be nice if I just went around and talked with absolutely everyone, but I'm not really up for doing it again, so I'm just gonna do all the highlights, such as talking to this girl. Ah, Estelle and Joshua! Did the two of you really become braces? Huh? How do you know that? That's because you working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that you two lovers are braces who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers, we're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it like that would surely please the readers. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. Oh boy, it would be nice if we could have a JRPG where the main characters aren't shipped immediately, but okay. Added this little recipe. And is there anything? Not particularly, no. And now let's see what else is there. I recall somewhere in this vicinity there's actually someone who'll give out a book. It's just a matter of finding them. But yeah, what is it with all the little children around this place being so troublesome? Oh wait, I just came in for that. Uni should be back any time now, but that's odd of her not to be home by now. Still, Joshua, if you see my Uni, could you tell her to come home? She's never broken curfew before, but I'm worried because she's still just a little girl. The news reporter girl was Claire, so that's not her. I'm so distressed. He's my type and I'd like to accept his proposal, but this place is not my ideal situation. Is the place or whatever really that important? Of course it is. This could be the memory of a lifetime. Maybe the place that comes to mind when I'm an old grandma and lying on my deathbed. I just can't accept an alleyway like that as being that place. I guess this is the type of thing that can only be understood by those involved. You aren't Uni either. Someone has a library in their upper floor, I just have no idea where it is. It's not here either. I'm so glad that Renan's store finally got back on track. Seemed as though it's become much easier to get products since he has started having them brought in by airliner. Ever since the first ornaments were invented, this world has become a much easier place to live in. I yearn for the days with the fading effects that let you just see through everything. I don't think it's here, but it might have something important. We've got an unusual guest staying here at the moment. She appears to be a student from the Genus Royal Academy. I've heard she's come here to study about Rolent. Maybe this will come into play later on. I actually do love it when JRPGs make it so that if you explore early you get little foreshadowing hints towards plot developments. I finally arrived here in Rolent. I think the first thing I'm going to do is have a look around. I'll also say that this is actually a very awkward keyboard setup, so I might actually need to play this game with controller after all. Even though having the controller plugged in is what caused all that trouble in the very first episode. It seems like somehow I'll be able to get the lumber I wanted. Simon, our Septium purchases are going to go through fine, right? Since I spared no effort in coming all the way to Rolent, failure is not an option. Let's see, I've made some contact with people at the Malga mine and we're working out a few business details at the moment. Please wait a little longer. Om nom nom. Onomatophobia. More onomatophobia. Even more onomatophobia. I'd better get back to the mine before the boss figures out I ditched work. Well, Estelle, I haven't seen you around for a while. It's been some time since you graduated from Sunday school, right? Did you say hi to Alyssa? She started helping out around here not too long ago. Please visit her if you have some time. She's been wanting to see you. Alright, that's something I just have to do. Welcome! Oh, Estelle and Joshua? It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on here today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right. But anyway, check this out. I'm officially a real bracer. Well, congratulations, Estelle. You've always wanted to be a bracer ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? But don't bracers have a lot of dangerous jobs? Yeah, something like that. Joshua, Estelle, don't overdo it and watch out for each other. Estelle has this tendency to get in over her head. That's a very good observation, Alyssa. The only problem is that Estelle doesn't realize this herself. I'm standing right here, you guys. Joshua and I just care about you, Estelle. That's all. Anyway, don't get too full of yourself and getting up hurt, okay? Okay. And actually, in my opinion, there are two types of people who come of enjoyment that come from food. Put bluntly, they are eating and cooking. But I think my passion for cooking outweighs the other. Of course I enjoy eating delicious food as well. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to say. My son-in-law is still half a man when it comes to this business. This isn't an easy job, and it takes a good 2 to 3 years to become a real woodsman. Right, I actually remember this. Hello. It's such a warm day, isn't it? It looks like we'll be able to take a nice afternoon nap. Yeah, if we talk with this person here. Seems like it's going to take a bit longer for me to get the lumber together for this order. I must work hard to get my father-in-law to acknowledge me, for my wife's sake. I'm just trying to figure out where the heck is this library, because I know for a fact that somewhere in the city there's a library and the person in it will say, I buy too many books. Here, take this book. And we want to be given a free book. It means we won't have to get the book from somewhere else. It's almost time for my husband to come home from work. I better get to work on preparing dinner. I love my daddy so much. He's strong, and he's always nice to me. I've already started dinner for the night. I'm making plenty, so hopefully my husband will be coming home today. Staying overnight in the mine and working through the night is pretty common for him. Right, it's the Orbital factory here. Maybe it's here. Hello there, Joshua and Estelle. Stella, listen to this! I finally became a bracer. My goodness, is that true? And Joshua too? Yes, ma'am, that's right. Congratulations to the both of you. You did wonderfully. But one thing, Estelle. You shouldn't be proud just because you became a bracer. This is just the starting point. I understand that. The two of you will experience a lot of new things as bracers. And I hope that I can be proud of the fact that this is the path you chose in the coming years. But enough about my feelings. Please work hard and good luck. Hey there, Estelle and Joshua. Good afternoon, Mr. Elgar. Good afternoon, sir. Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it last time I had you run the store. Yeah, that's right. So how'd your training go? That emblem on your chest means... I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. But we're still racers in training. I see, but, well, I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Don't sweat it. I knew it'd happen eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame though. There's hardly anyone out there with as good an eye for weapons as you. But that's the path you've chosen, so get out there and show us what you're made of. You wouldn't think that the starting city would be so difficult to search. Oh wait, is it this little corner? My son Pat has been gone since this morning. I hope he's not getting into any trouble with Luke. I'm worried about what he's up to. Ah, here we go. Thanks to airliners in recent days, even Rolent has been able to get a good selection of books. And thanks to that, I find myself compelled to buy a new one each time I head to a store. But I get yelled at by my wife for getting so many. Maybe I should cut back a bit. I've only got the first chapter of this novel, so if you want, I'll give it to you. Received Carnelia, Chapter 1. So yeah, expect the books to show up in the end slate because that is actually part of achievements. Just when I thought Luke had come home, he took out the door again. I told the boy that dinner was almost ready too. That boy is always running around like his pants are on fire. He can't sit still for 2 minutes. So yeah, despite me only intending to show about 2 things, I actually ended up showing everything in town yet again. Oh well. Estelle, Joshua, am I glad to have found you two? Oh, hi Aina. Is something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Rolent. You mean the Tower of Esmelis? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Shezarad is out on other business, so I wanted to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The 2 of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe Estelle's judgment is the correct in this situation. If the 2 of us hurry, we may be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children. Roger that. Understood. The Esmelis Tower can be reached by taking the western path at the junction along Malga Trail. You can get onto Malga Trail through Rolent's northwest gate. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. This is our first real job. Come on, Joshua, we don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. Now, I have right here to be very careful about choices that I make in this story because, well, if I could just find what I'm looking for. Yeah. The BP that I earn can change depending on the choices I make in stories, so need to be very careful about what I do or don't do. Which is why that whenever I'm about to be tackling a quest like this, I'm going to save and compare notes with my guide. If I get to the end of it and I'm underscored for it, then I'm just going to have to reset and try something else, but, well, we did make some progress in seeing everything. It's just that we didn't make any actual story progress. Even so. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.